Sports time now, and we say a very good evening to Damian Best. What's the big story?
Yeah, very good evening to you, Lisa. We're going to start with some cricket news. The West Indies and Afghanistan will be aiming to improve their current world rankings when they meet in 3 ODIs and T20s, along with a lone test match in India. Now, here's my take on the matchup.
The expectation is that this no-look West Indies team should crush Afghanistan in the upcoming series in India. The Windies, with former Afghan coach Phil Simmons in charge, will have inside information on players' weaknesses, and the only missing link will be the Windies players' ability to execute. The reality, though, is that the West Indies have not found a winning combination in limited overs formats for some time now, and hence they have plummeted to number 9 in the ODI arena and number 10 in T20s. In their last ODI meeting during the ICC Cricket World Cup in England and Wales earlier this year, the Caribbean team beat Afghanistan, but it was only the second time in 6 ODIs they had registered a win over their opponents. Prior to that, Afghanistan drew a 3-match series in the Caribbean 2 years ago, but then in 2018 twice trounced the Windies during the ICC Cricket World Cup qualifiers in Zimbabwe. In the T20 format, the Windies have been more dominant, beating the Afghanistan side in 3 of 4 matches, where the two teams have never met in the Test arena. For me, the batting department will have its fair share of challenges dealing with the spinning wickets in India. Afghanistan have game winners in their camp, including captain Rashid Khan. Khan is a menace with his leg breaks and is number 9 in the world in ODIs and the number 1 bowler in T20s. The Windies batsmen, some of whom will be familiar with the conditions on the subcontinent, know that they're in for a solid debt of the slow stuff. It means the Windies without hard, bouncy pitches will have to present a mixed bag, as Zari Joseph, Romario Shepherd and Sheldon Cottrell should be mindful. The series will be an exciting one, with the Windies desperate to turn a new leaf after disappointing performance against India in the Caribbean.
Now, that first ODI between West Indies and Afghanistan starts at 4:30 a.m. Barbados time. And we can also tell you that the regional Super 50 begins tomorrow as well in St. Kitts, with defending champions, combined campuses and colleges Marooners up against the Leeward Islands Hurricanes. That's at 1:30 p.m. Live coverage on MCTV's ESPN channel. And of course, it's a very busy day. Before that, it's a winner-takes-all scenario as the Windies women clash with India women at 9:30 a.m. in the 3rd ODI in Antigua, with that series locked at 1 game apiece. Well, an unbeaten 80 off 51 deliveries by Stephen Smith guided Australia to a 7-wicket victory against Pakistan in the 2nd T20 in Canberra today. Chasing 151 for victory, Australia reached their target in 18.1 overs. Earlier, Iftikhar Ahmed, top scorer with 62 not out off 34 balls, and captain Babar Azam 50 off 38 as Pakistan reached 150 for 6. Elsewhere, New Zealand now lead their 5-match T20 series against England 2-1 after winning the 3rd game at Nelson by 14 runs today. The Kiwis batted first and made 180 for 7, with Colin de Grunham top scoring with 55 of 35 deliveries. The English were then restricted to 166 for 7 in reply, with Dawid Malan getting 55 and James Vince 49. To some football news now, and Chelsea and Ajax shared the spoils in a remarkable Champions League encounter today, with 8 goals scored and 2 red cards shown in the space of a minute at Stamford Bridge.
Hakim Ziyech. It's a good ball as well, it's a good goal. Superbly steered in by Quincy Promes for the Dutch team, and that's not a bad effort. In fact, it's a brilliant effort. It's Hakim Ziyech, it's completely caught Arisa Balaga out. He turns to the crowd and says, what? Tamori's tackle, then it goes to Donny van der Beek with a chance and he scores. And it's Christian Pulisic into the danger area, it's in. That's going to be an advantage play. Only won a penalty. What's he given now? And Chelsea are back to 4-3. Willian out to take the corner. Up go the heads up back off the bar. It's in now. It's Reece James off the bench, the 19-year-old.
What a game. Well, Lisa, that is the first half in sports. We've got more for you in this second.
I'm sure you do, Damien. Thank you so much.